Yo, what's up? Welcome once again to the Lewd Front podcast. It's me, Shiro, accompanied unfortunately by Oiled.
No, not unfortunate. Let's try this again.
No, we're going there.
Nah,
Accompanied by Oiled.
you.
What's up? Welcome to the Lewd Front podcast. It's me, Shiro. I have Oiled on my neck. Hello, Oiled. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also here.
I'm very pleased to be in your presence, Mr. Oiled.
Thank you. Same goes for you.
And our guest today is not an artist, but also an artist in his own terms. Waifu Watchers, also known as Chase.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. So, Mr. Waifu Watchers here is not really, he doesn't draw. He just makes killer videos. And
I
they're
used to draw. I think I got a big stack of how to draw manga books from 4th grade sitting around somewhere. I can send it. I'll take a picture of one of my oldest drawings from when I was like 13, when I was drawing Naruto RuneScape overlap art. I'll send you one of those and you can overlay it over the video.
Nice. So put it on the screen.
That's one hell of a drawing. Fucking Naruto RuneScape collaboration. God damn. That's wait, you said manga. You wanted to draw mangas or something?
No, but like we used to have like a school book fair, and at the school book fair every year there would always be a bunch of how to draw like manga books. So I'd always buy those, and then I would draw like a bunch of it. Yeah, like way back. That I like I said, I'll send one. You'll laugh. It's pretty funny.
All right. If you haven't gotten the gist of who Chase is, if you'd like to introduce yourself, like who are you? What do you do?
I'm a relatively normal looking guy in real life, and I make a bunch of super degenerate-ish videos on the internet. I denounce girls, real girls, at every opportunity I get, and I guess my whole MO is just kind of make people that I wouldn't want to interact with anyways angry, so they don't interact.
But they still interact with you because they're stupid.
yeah, they're the ones that make me famous. It's funny because listen, people always joked about like the whole haters make you famous thing, and then then my first video got, like,
and then you dropped that lolly video.
Yeah, then my first video got 3 million views in like 2 days of just people getting really upset with me.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, this fucking, when I saw the video, I just thought, you know what, this is what we need. This is the shit we need right now.
Like the one where I go over all their ages and I'm dancing?
Yeah, the one that was super popular. I believe it's that one, right? The one with
the thing is, a lot of people found me from that one. I had a different one that went even more viral than that one before, like I think a month and a half before that one came out. I have actually a different one, and it's more generic. And I'm just like, some chicks like, oh, like boys want what they can't have, some e-girl, and then it goes to me, and I'm like, damn, like that definitely sucks because I don't like real girls. I only like anime waifus, and then I'm just like, I've seen it. Yeah, that was the one that first went off, and then it turned into me needing to up the ante every single time. So then the next one, I was like, how can I make people even more upset? And I was like, all right, I'll bring up the ages of every popular anime waifu from any show ever, and they all happen to be under 18. I'm like, listen, it's not my fault.
No, it's a fucking amazing video. It's an amazing video.
Not the hero that we need, but the one we deserve.
No, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve that video. We need it. That's the thing. It's fucking amazing. And how many people got angry about it is also super fun because it went on every single platform.
Yeah, no, people were re-uploading it absolutely everywhere. Like do you know who Andrew Tate is? You know the Tate brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they like, that's like one of their favorite videos. Like they've gone over it in their podcasts. They're like huge fans now. They're always like reposting my videos and stuff. Literally 2 days ago, Andrew Tate posted my video to his Instagram story.
People hate on Andrew Tate. I really like that guy.
Well, we're kind of the same thing. We're both kind of like fuck real girls, which is kind of I think why he appreciates my videos. And I didn't even know who he was. I remember I put out that first video. Oh no, it was the dancing one with the ages of the waifus. And then I remember I was like, some guy DM'd me on Instagram and commented, and I like clicked his profile, and like he had like 600,000 followers, and like he's in pictures with all these like Ferraris and stuff. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So I yelled down to my roommate downstairs. I'm like, yo, Kenny, like some rich ass dude just DM'd me and like and like commented on like my pictures and stuff. I was like, who the fuck is he? He's like, he's a rich guy. I'm like, yeah. He's like, is his name Tate? And I like looked at the profile. I was like, yeah. He was like, no way. So like I said, I didn't even know who they were. But I guess it really exploded into popularity in the last like 2 months. But yeah,
he's gotten popular lately as well. The Andrew Tate, all of his stuff.
All my videos, like the videos of him reacting to my video on their podcast, like those blew up last month. And like again, like I was getting like followers out the ass because people kept re-seeing that clip again, even though it was like 2 months old, just because he was blowing up again and everything was circulation. But yeah, pretty crazy.
I've seen some of his stuff. You know, some people might say it's a persona, some people might say it's just for jokes, but I really like his content.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing with V. They say the same thing about V, right? Like the thing is, like I always post my videos to Reddit. Like that's where I got my first start. Was like you guys will probably think this is funny. I might expose myself here, but hopefully none of the people from the subreddits that I frequently post on know this. What I do and what I've done since the beginning is I make these videos and then I go to Reddit and then I have burner accounts on Reddit and then I post them on Reddits that would hate me. So like I'll post my video onto just neckbeard things and I'll be like, fuck this guy's so fucking cringe. And then I'll go into a bunch of alts and I'll start leaving hate comments to myself like, I've seen this guy before, all of his waifus are actual lollies, I think this guy's an actual pedophile. Like I'll just do all these like super hated comments and then it just starts the string and then it just catches fire every time. So the first video I did, that was my recipe and it went to the front page of Reddit. There's like Ukraine missile strike news and then there's my video right underneath it, like the fourth video down on the front page of reddit.com because I posted it in Cringetopia and I was just like hentais come too far or something, and then I left a bunch of mean comments and then everyone dogpiled on and then they start arguing on whether I'm cool or not, but mostly they argue if it's satire or not, so no one can ever tell if it's like a character or if it's me being real.
Doesn't matter, it's funny, it works, it checks out, and you do have the lolly posters, so it's more real than a character.
Yeah, of course. I like cat girls. I like all waifus, but seeing how bad people got at me about the lolly stuff, maybe just double down just because I think it's funnier that way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if
I mean, this lolly stuff, well, reasonable. It's reasonable lolly stuff.
Yeah, Tyga's 18. We're good.
Yeah.
Tyga's 18 when she comes back in the show. We're fine.
Yeah, she comes back as 18. You know, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, my wife. You know, she's my number one. That's my wallpaper. I'm staring at it right now.
But
nice.
But what made you make that type of content? Like, what made you wake up and decide, you know what, I'm gonna make shit posts and dance with a joint in my mouth?
It's funny because I literally woke up. That's literally what happened one day. I woke up. I had no job. I had nothing to do. I was like super depressed. I had nobody. I was like starving. Like I literally couldn't even afford food, and like I don't even have parents that like can like spot me money for food or anything. Like I was like fucked. So I woke up. I had been taking shrooms every day for like 2 months, like a month or two. Like I'd been microdosing mushrooms every day because it's like good for creativity and I'm a pretty creative guy and it's good for like depression and stuff I was reading. So I'd been microdosing for 2 months and then I think I just hit like peak, you know, mushroom creative drive.
Peak creativity.
I woke up one morning and I just was like, I don't know, from that day out, I used to be really worried about what people would think about me. I always wanted to like impress everyone and I would be scared like if people would say mean things about me. But I think I had taken enough shrooms for like 60 days straight that I like, there was like full ego detachment. Like I really didn't give a fuck if people were saying bad things about me or being mean. So I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm finally not scared of this. Like I'll just make a video and I'm gonna try and make something go viral. So I just
so prior to the shrooms, you could say you was half an Orby. After the shrooms, like fuck everything. This is what's
I've always been like I don't give a fuck guy. Like I drive like a super lifted truck that pisses everyone off. Like I lived in a super liberal city and like I'm pretty centrist, but I'd wear a Trump hat around just because it would piss people off. Like I've always been kind of like, I've always enjoyed pissing people off that I wouldn't want to talk to anyways, right? It's like bug repellent, like it just keeps them away so I don't have to swat them. But I've always kind of been like that. But it got, I don't know, it just, I always had that aspect of me, but I don't know, it finally combined with like, all right, let's make a video and not really give a fuck what people are going to say about it.
I mean, talking about not giving a fuck, you have this current poll trending on global Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
milfs and lollies.
Yeah, it's going insane. Like, yeah, that's it's crazy because it's like hard to one up after the first video went out. It's like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna piss even more people off? Like, what boxes do I need to check to get people more angry without them saying this guy makes the same joke every time?
I mean, after I've checked it half an hour ago, and you've got 2,000 more votes in that half an hour.
Yeah, it's really blowing up now. We're at 20,000 votes on Twitter just for everyone listening. It's a big internet moment. It's time to finally end the debate. The result of this poll will officially determine waifu superiority between the two. This will go into the history books, and then the poll is milfs or lollies. And lollies were winning all day yesterday, but then like it got like mainstream. The tweet got mainstream, and like anti-Twitter is seeing it now, not just cool anime people. Because I think it was like 52-48 all day yesterday, and then I woke up and like anti-Goku profile picture Twitter found it, and they just were like freaking out about it. So they've had this big coup to skew the polls. So now milfs are up at 56% to 43% lollies, and people are just freaking out about it now because they can't believe that 10,000 people voted lollies.
The fucking half the population, 10,000 people voted lollies, and the rest voted milfs. And you know, I like this conflict. This proves a lot.
Oh yeah, it was funny because I mean, like the lolly guys really like weaponized. Like if you go to like the comments on that, it's just hundreds of like dudes posting pictures of lollies being like, you know what to do. Like, like they really weaponized it, like this tight little community. So they absolutely lit it on fire. And now normal people are seeing it, and they're like trying to put the fire out by voting MILF.
You see, the lolly fan, I'm not gonna call them, you know, insane or anything, but they have nothing to lose. Technically, they do not give a shit.
Most of them related to that. I kind of related to that too, which is why I kind of like making content for those kinds of people, because they like appreciate that. Like I also don't give a fuck, and like millions and millions of people know who I am.
Yeah,
and, like,
he genuinely does not give a shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I prefer, like, I make stuff to piss people off that care too much, right? Like if you care too much, like I don't want to receive a message from you and have to reply to you to find out that you're some fucking annoying weirdo.
So Shiro, what did you pick?
Pardon?
What did I pick?
Yeah.
That's off the grid, Doyle.
No, go on.
I don't have it.
You can't make the excuse you don't have a Twitter now. Go on. What was your pick?
Within reason, lollies was losing, so I had to vote lolly. I needed to balance. I needed to balance it out. That's my cope. That's how I cope.
Listen, it's okay to be just like tiny little baddies. It's not a big deal. Listen, Malim's 20,000 years old. I've said it once. I've said it again. That's free game.
Yeah, she's 2 million years old. She's free game technically.
Yeah, exactly. She's older than time.
Yep.
What you pick?
Oil.
I did not pick, and I'm gonna keep that information disclosed. Thank you very much.
How the fuck you pressure me to that? Then you say that
because you let yourself get pressure in it. I also pick lollies to even it out.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
That's cool. That's double cool.
Listen, I was the first vote. There was nothing to balance out, and you know what I picked.
Listen, I personally do not really differentiate. Good art is good art within region.
Yeah, I've never really cared. It's just like the MILF stuff's got like such gigantically, enormously impossible boobs that like that's not even like, it's like so out of the realm of possibility for me. So like when I see like insane, like giant, like 400-pound titty MILF stuff, I'm just like, it's hard for me to like it that much, just because I'm like, listen, I could fall in love with this drawing. I'm never finding like a person with this proportions in real life. There's no fucking way. Because I was like moderate ass proportions. Like I always thought Rem is one of like god tier. She's like really well proportioned.
Oh yeah. Like body wise?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's like looks like all the girls that I've dated. And like Mashiro Sheena, like Sheena from like Pet Girl of, what is it, Sakuraso?
Yeah, Sakuraso, the silent one. Yeah.
Like Sheena, like that's like banger. Like she's like, that looks good. That's like
because it's not too big. It's average body. It's an average body technically, but it's realistic.
Have you guys watched what's the show, Jesus? Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid.
Yeah.
The fucking redhead one. What's her name?
The short stack?
Yeah, Lulu.
The short stack. Yeah. That's not a lolly. That's a short stack.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think a lot of people are arguing about that in that poll I set up. People are saying that she's a lot of people are saying that she's an opie lolly.
I believe she's a short stack personally.
I mean, I'm just googling it right now. Canonically, she is 16.
16.
Yeah.
But she's a dragon though. She has to be older because I think Kana. The whole thing is like Kana's like 900 million years old or whatever, right?
Yeah. Kana is like infinitely old or something.
Yeah, I think all the dragon girls are old. I think that's how they got their path.
But I think it's 16 in the relativity, I believe, or something. Because they have like the fucking oldest person on that show is Kobayashi. She's like 25. That's human 25.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I you know what? I stopped giving a shit after a while on the internet. And this is a long time ago. I stopped giving a shit about the canon age, and I care more about the drawn age.
Yeah. Well, Lukoa, that's her name. Lukoa, like, I mean, I don't think she is a MILF, but she kind of got that MILFy stature. She's still hot. I still think she's super hot, but it's just like a little, it's like a little insane. It's just it's
like the tits are off the handles, but still hot.
Well,
but then you have the MILF dojins, which is fucking way too insane.
I've never checked much dojin stuff out. I've never been like a super giga hentai guy. Never been fucking Kurmer head. Oh yeah, I was a Fapstronaut for a hot minute. I've always just like, I like it, and I like still appreciate the artwork and like look at the pictures sometimes. And obviously my bedroom or like my office walls here are completely covered in insanely lewd images, but I've never got super deep into the dojin stuff. Just because also if I was, I feel like I'd want to collect the hard copies just to have them, because it's like kind of like this like little taboo shrine you can have, right? And I've never had the money to do that, but now I'm finally getting like money, so I can finally go into like, you know, buying like the actual hard copies, which I think would be good.
You do have a merch store, right?
Yeah. I got a merch store. I did a
waifuwatchers.com. Check it out.
I did a merch drop. It went pretty well. I got quite a few orders, and then just waiting on the shirts to get here. PayPal fucked me over, and everyone got their stuff delayed big time, and I felt super bad. But everything's going through now, and people get their stuff soon. I can't wait till I start seeing people posting pictures in their Neactive Shooter shirts at school.
I actually wanted to buy one of the Neactive Shooters one.
Yeah, but
I don't think you deliver all the way to Dubai, Middle East.
I think I probably could. You can just let me know like your size and stuff, and then I can do one off to the side. I mean, the mail goes everywhere. I'm sure it'll get there.
Hell yeah, I'll fucking after this. Yeah, sure thing.
I'll look into the stuff. When the package comes, I'll see what sizes I have left, because I closed sales because it was all pre-sale. But in a few months, I'm going to do another one. I got to think of more, even worse, more viral, you know, designs, because that Epstein one went pretty, like, people walked that one. Like, that one went pretty big.
Yeah, you have pretty good stickers as well. The Lolicon reincarnation is quite the shirt. I love that shirt.
Yeah, that one went pretty big on Reddit. Like I said again, I like ghost posted it into a bunch of subreddits and be like, this is fucking disgusting, and like it like blew up just because of that.
It's fucking amazing. You know, the shirt itself is really high quality as well. The print is really good.
Yeah, I just want to do more stuff like that, but I got to figure out what the next thing to piss more people off would be.
It's all about making people angry and getting paid.
Yeah.
So I've got a question. It's a stock question in our podcast. We ask every guest.
Yep.
And since you're a lolly fan, I kind of know your answer.
Okay.
Ass or titties?
Oh, I'm an ass guy.
Obviously. Easily.
Yeah,
right?
I'm an ass guy. Right. Yeah, because that's a thing. Like, you can, even in real life with, like, you know, I mean, I've completely denounced women at this point. I'll never talk to a real woman ever again. But in high school and like after high school, I mean, all the chicks I was dating, like, you can work out and get a good ass. But I mean, if your boobs are small or something like that, like, there's nothing you can do about that other than, you know, putting a bunch of plastic in them and making them look all fucked up. Yeah, so I just,
boobs are not nice. Yeah.
No, yeah. So it's just like, I just became like a complete non-preference guy when it comes to boobs. Like, they're all pretty much the same to me. I like them big and small. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, the ass is like the thing where it's like, you know, doesn't matter how flat that shit is. If you be racking up plates at the gym and squatting big and squatting lightweight reps, that shit gonna get popping for sure.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oiled is a fucking boob fanatic. I'm an ass man on the side.
Every boob is special.
Okay, let's talk about, before anything, I want to talk about how did we get to this point? When did you start? You said you never were a really hentai fan, I guess. You were never.
Like,
really
I've always like liked it, but like growing up, like I was never like a porn guy. Like, I was never into porn or anything like that, and so it's just like I've never really been like super. And I don't know, like I grew up like really sheltered. Like, none of my friends were like joking about like watching porn and shit. Like, I went to like some like special kids school. So like then no one was talking about that shit back then. So it's just never been never been something I've really been around. So it's funny. I the first time as an adult I turned on High School DxD. I turned that on with like my friend Kenny that I live with and make videos with, and like we saw like so much bare titty in the first 10 minutes, and we were just so uncomfortable. We turned that shit off. We were like, oh no. And we just turned that shit off. And then I don't know what happened. Like a fucking a fuse busted in my head. And then I don't know, like a year after that happened, I like went back and watched it, and then I finished High School DxD, and I was like, this is it. Like I don't want to watch an anime unless there's like boobs and chicks I can imagine myself fucking in it.
Was High School DxD the first one? Was that the
that was the first super lewd one that I saw. I'd never seen like bare ass titty in an anime before.
Have you ever seen one called Rosario Vampire?
That's one is on my list to watch.
It's really good. It's old though. It's really old, but it's really good.
I like watching it. Yeah, no, that was one of my best friends told me to watch this one. My friend Richard wanted me to.
It's Rosario Vampire is one of the ones that was the beginning for me. Who was one of them? High School DxD is there as well. There was the zombie one.
High School. I was about to mention High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when I when I finished High School DxD, I was like a diehard Akino guy. Like that was like my rank.
Okay.
Like, I loved Akino. That was like my number one. And then I don't know what happened over that. Like also, I think it's like I like cute stuff more than like sexy stuff. You know what I mean? Like sexy stuff. Like I'm not really like a super horny pervy guy. So like big titty like milfy mamas being like hey, like I'm gonna fuck you. Like that's never really been my thing. You know, like sexy to me, like girls talking in like sexy voices with lipstick on and shit. That's like always been kind of cringe to me. I mean, to most people it isn't. That's like usually what they like. But I've never been a huge fan of that.
It depends on the execution, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But I've always like, I don't know, like I'm looking at my keyboard right now, like it's covered in like cute little cow keycaps, and like I've just always liked cuter stuff. Like even all the
like the shy cute archetype.
Yeah, all the girls I've dated in real life, they like I've dated some like hot chick phenotypes, but for the most part, like they're all just like cute, nice girls. So that's always kind of been the lane for me. And then I don't know, I watched High School DxD, and then Akino became my fave.
So from Akino, you went just like, okay, fuck that, it's Konako now. What about Asia? What about the Asia one, the blonde priest girl?
Oh, Asia, yeah, she's cute, but she's kind of annoying and dumb. I don't know the reason. So I watched High School DxD. Akino and Konako were tied actually, because I saw Konako, and I like Konako the most because she was the only one that didn't want to fuck the main character. She was the only one that was like, ew, fuck this guy, and I liked that. I was like, ooh, hard to get. Okay, that's good. The easy ones isn't that interesting to me. Like when they're like, oh, you're so hot, like I love you, you're so powerful. I'm like, okay, not for me. But I don't like mean girls. Like tsundere pretty cool. It's not that she was a tsundere though. She was just kind of like, ew, like no, I'm good. I was like, okay, this one's gonna be hard to get.
So you just went for fucking Kaneko while the other one is just a dumb bit.
Well, yeah, and that also kind of plays into like the cute versus sexy thing. Like sexy girls are usually portrayed as like, you know, real predatory, like, you know, like we're gonna do it and there's nothing you can do about it. But like cute girls are kind of like, I don't really care and I don't really want to. So you're just kind of like, you know, more work. You got to become
my favorite stuff has to be the character switch when stuff gets tense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That depends though. That really depends. Like Akino was written almost okay, like how she's always acting sexual.
Yeah.
But then she gets pretty shy.
Yeah, I do kind of like when it's to the extreme. I do like enjoy the freak mentality, like Darkness from Konosuba. I watch that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, she's a freak. I kind of like that sometimes too. I don't know. But I do like Darkness being and Akino's kind of like a freak like that too. She's just kind of like way too wild, and you're like, oh, okay, this is an uncontrollable fire, and it's gonna completely burn my house to the ground.
Since you brought up Konosuba, you said Darkness, but what about Megumi? Because she's hard to get. She plays hard to get as well.
The thing is, I didn't finish Konosuba. I wasn't like the hugest fan because the main character was such a fucking pussy. So that was like kind of tough for me to watch because like I don't really relate to that as like a main character. Like my favorite main character of like a show like that is definitely the Bunny Girl Senpai, because Sakuta's just like this fucking like I
don't give a shit.
There's nothing I could ever do. I could there's nothing I could ever do in my life to be that cool. And like that, like I like characters that I can look up to and inspire me to kind of like be better. But, like, I don't know, I don't remember what his name is. The main character, Konosuba, was such a fucking loser. So I just couldn't, it was hard for me to stick to it. But I watched quite a bit of Maggie. I thought like she was, looking back on it, I probably would have liked her a lot more because she's pretty cute. And like, she's always like accidentally blowing shit up and falling asleep. Like that's kind of like a definitely like cute aspect to it. But I don't know if spoilers or anything, but I do remember seeing something about like, well, what's the main character's name? Starts with an S.
From where?
From Konosuba.
Fuck, I forgot. It's been a minute.
Just a completely unforgettable character, like, unrememberable, easily to forget.
Kazuma.
Yeah,
Kazuma.
I know him and Megumin have like a hot moment at some point, and I think that's when people kind of got one over. But I don't think I made it to that point when I was watching the show.
But it was just like 10 seconds. Then it fucked up.
Yeah. That's
because main character is a fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's just like Dress Up Darling. Just like, dude, she was literally sitting on your lap and you were straight fully torqued, man. Like it could have happened.
That scene is quite really well drawn in the manga. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen some things from the manga, but a lot of people said that the anime one was done a little better.
The anime did it really good as well.
Yeah, but I made a video reacting to that scene. That one went like super viral on TikTok. That one like got like 1 million views on TikTok overnight, and then they fucking took it down. So I was like, oh
fuck again.
Yeah, and since then like that TikTok account has got like fully banned. Like I just got straight permed on TikTok because
it's fucking.
I got to the point where my shit was getting manually, every video I uploaded had to get manually reviewed by someone. So like by like a sweatshop worker just having to endlessly scroll through TikToks every day and approve them and deny them. So they would just always auto deny mine after like, it would take like 30 hours sometimes, and then they'd finally just hit the no, and then I'd get a community guidelines violation with like 0 views.
Fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't know. Even though TikTok has a lot of stuff that shouldn't be on TikTok, but they limit other stuff. Yeah. Charlie
D'Amelio or whatever that chick's name is, she can be 16 dancing in bikini, just straight gross actual pedo bait that makes me extremely uncomfortable to watch, and then I'm not allowed to post like a video of me reacting to like a semi-hot scene in Dress Up Darling. Like that shit always blew my mind.
It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's like they have literal kids dancing, but you cannot have
even like that aside, like just the amount of just straight lewd e-girl stuff on there. Like because when I'm doing research for videos to find girls to completely toast, some of the shit I come across, I'm like, no fucking way. Like I'm always like, I can't believe my shit gets taken down, and then this stuff is just allowed to be up there. It's cool. Like I've seen videos like that everywhere else, like the regular e-girls being hot and like super lewd. It's just amazing the stark contrast of like how little I get my videos taken down for, and then how much they can get away with. I was just always like, fuck.
That's almost every platform though. It's just fucking a lot of bias that goes around. It's fucked up.
Pretty much.
So you said something about Bunny Girl earlier. What about Mai? How do you feel about Mai?
I liked Mai. She was cool. I liked her. I think she's really hot. I think she's really hot. That's like god tier girl proportions, where it's
if I remember, she was in your top 5.
I don't remember if she was in that video. I don't remember if she was in my top. I think Kenny and I both like Futaba more. I think we both like the nerd girl more, like the super.
The one with the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. I like her because you can tell she's definitely a closet freak too. I think I like her more, but I do like, I got some mommy problems. I do like a girl that's just mean to you and never around. So, there'll always be a soft place in my heart for Mai, and she's just insanely hot too.
I like the sporty one, Koga Tomoe.
The dumb younger girl.
Yeah, the one he gets stuck in time with.
Yeah, she was cute. That show was good. People who hate that show are dumb.
But yeah, it's a really good show. It's a really good fucking.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think that was my first actual romance anime that I watched though. Like that was the first
High School DxD is technically romance.
Yeah, but that's just like, what a romantic fantasy to have 10 hot chicks wanting to fuck you at any given moment. How romantic.
Yeah, Sakura, on the other hand, had to make a choice.
Exactly. Yeah, that was cool. And again, he was just fucking badass.
And in the novel, there are actually multiple endings.
I wish. I'll have to read it. I finished that and I was immediately like, I gotta read this shit.
because there's an ending with every single chick.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's tight.
So it's like it's for everyone. Whoever fucking wants it. It's like, this is for you. This is for that guy. That's for the other guy. Like, you want the glasses chick? Here you go. This chapter.
Oh, that's genius, man. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out ASAP.
A lot of like Fate. Have you seen or read any of the Fates?
I think I did the first two. I don't know. Fate was like, I think I was watching that shit in like 2014, and I think there was only like, I don't know if all the new stuff had been out, like the one with like the lesbian girls and stuff. I don't think I watched. I don't think that stuff was out when I was on my Fate train. I think I just watched Unlimited Blade Works and then whatever the other, like Zero or something maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, Unlimited Blade Works is fucking amazing. But if you didn't know, Fate started as an erotic visual novel, and they had multiple endings.
That's genius. That's the way to go.
So you can, pick and choose.
Yeah, I should be able to pick. That is honestly the best case scenario. And now going back and thinking about all the other romance animes I've watched, I'm like, yeah, I should be able to pick the girls.
Unless it's animated, then you're kind of stuck with a popularity vote. It's like, okay, we're going this route for the anime. So
I haven't gotten into much light novels and like manga just because I don't know, like I'm really like phobic of like blue light and it just giving you cancer, just getting brain cancer from blue light. So like it just seems really counterproductive for me to stare at a screen and read something. But I've also never had like tons of money to just be dropping, like $20 a volume on like all the books that I want. So
now you're making bank though, right?
I'm not making bank. No way, dude. People always be speculating that I'm like on Reddit. Like people are always like, this is Waifu Watchers. Like he bought those lolly posters of the joke. This guy makes so much money off this stuff. Like I don't make any money off this. Like I barely made money off the merch because I made it so high quality. Like I barely made money off the merch. How much like the time investment into it? Like I probably got paid like $13 an hour to do that fucking merch drop because I built the website myself because I'm a web developer. I built the website myself, all the designs myself. I did all the sourcing for where I'm gonna make it. Like that I probably got paid like straight up minimum wage to do that shit.
It's a solo project. Well, not solo. Do you work with someone? Your roommate?
But no, I did all of that shit myself. But I'm not too worried. Like I've never really had the intention to make money off the Waifu Watchers stuff. And if I did, I would just put it all straight back into videos because I already own everything I want. Like I built my dream truck myself. I own like a really nice ass computer that I bought a few years ago. I have
quite the nice truck as well. I've seen that.
Yeah, I've got like an end game keyboard set up. I've got a huge collection of like vintage video games that I've been collecting over the years and shit. So there's nothing more that I really need. Like I don't buy new clothes. Like I wear underwear from grade 9 still.
As long as it fits.
Yeah, it's barely fits, but I mean it fits enough.
It fits enough.
Yeah, I genuinely don't buy any new stuff. I used to make a lot of money in like 2019. I had a really good job and I bought all the stuff I could have ever wanted. And then for the last 3-4 years, I've just like spent almost no money on anything, just rent, food. That's pretty much it. Like I don't spend money on it.
About rent, you've moved recently. Is that for a reason or just is it a better place?
No. I didn't get doxxed or anything like that. My landlord just wanted us out of the other place because like housing prices here are crazy. So like the house, like he made like $100,000 on the house in like the last 6 months of us living there because prices went up so much. So he wanted to sell it when it was hot, and like that's understandable. So we just found a new place. But the new place,
I guess it's not super far from. It's not far from your old place.
I'm in like the middle of nowhere now. Like I'm like outside of the city, like in the farms now, just because like I spend all day at home for the most part, anyways. So
okay,
I don't really give a fuck. Like I don't go out. Like I don't know what people's impression of me is, but like a lot of people would probably think that I'm like. I mean, people on Reddit speculate that I'm this like cool guy, and this is all just like a big joke. Like I don't fucking go out. I don't go to bars. I don't go to parties. I don't. People ask me how I'm so good at so much shit, and I'm like, well, like I traded having a social life for like insane skills in other areas of my life. Right?
Traded social life for everything else. Jack of all trades.
Yeah, because like I edit the videos myself, come up with the ideas, film them. Like I have tons of money in like cameras because I used to do like photography and videography work for like that was like my job for a long time. I've just amassed all these skills because instead of going out and doing regular stuff, I just hung out by myself and did this stuff.
Do you have a 9-to-5 job now?
No, not now. It's not like a 9-to-5. I did just get like a new-ish job because like I said, like I had to move and like I wasn't like I had spent my last 3 months pretty much only doing Waifu Watchers because it was like popping like it's hot and I made $0 from it. So like I was behind on every bill school. So I was like, fuck, finally got to get like a job. And then figuring out the job. Waifu Watchers balance has been tough because I had like the move and I started work. It's not a 9 to 5. I just do like, I can work from home for it, but I prefer to go in just because it makes me a little more efficient. I make my own hours. I could work 2 hours a day. I could work 10. So it's pretty much like the perfect job.
As long as you get the quota, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So it hasn't been too bad, but just adjusting. Like, I mean, I hadn't made a post in like a whole month pretty much, like until like last week. I hadn't even really posted on Twitter for like a month, and that was like, man, I was stressing me out. I was like, dude, people are gonna forget about me. Like, I'm gonna be completely banished to like the shadow realm after this.
To the fucking forgotten realm. No one remembers you.
Because I was worried, because I'm just like, I never knew this was gonna be the thing that happened. Like, I never could have expected like this many people to love me and my stuff. And it's like, just to like, it's like a precious, and you don't know when it's gonna end or how much work you have to put in to stay, right? Like, you don't know when you reach the point where you're like, okay, I can take a break because these people are my fans and I could do this forever now. But I still, I mean, I'm sure I could have 1 million YouTube subscribers. I'd still have that anxiety anyways, though. So it is what it is.
I mean, since like you kind of have started this to piss people off, but you have amassed so many people who actually appreciate your content.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because I did so much different stuff before this. Like, man, I was like a professional yo-yoer. I was I've done music full time for like a big part of my life. I did music full time. I made viral rap songs that like
a yo-yoer?
Yeah, I'm really good at yo-yoing. I've done the music stuff. I tried the streaming thing in like 2018 just as like a test, and like anytime I did shit, I've done music for like 10 years, and like I've got some songs like a couple million plays, but it's never like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, you don't have fans, like people don't like message you and be like, bro, your music changed my life. Like, I had a really bad week, thank you. Like, it's just fucking background noise for them. They don't give a fuck. So having something now where like, man, I get like when shit's popping off, I can get like 50 DMs a day of just people being like, dude, like, you're my favorite person in the world. Like, anything you say goes. And it's just crazy being like, 10, 12, 13 years of hard work, getting good at all this stuff, amassing video editing skills, Photoshop, and it's like I'm finally seeing it pay off. And like, I don't know, it's good to have the mentality of making art for the sake of art, but also I think it's also important where it's having someone to finally appreciate it is a big relief, if that makes sense. I mean,
a lot of people say you can just do whatever you want, right? But it doesn't feel the same when you don't have someone in the background saying, yeah, that's what's up, that's what's happening.
Exactly. Yeah, and like my parents never really paid attention to me when I was growing up, so I was getting good at all this stuff. Like I'd have a song and it'd get like 100,000 plays overnight, and I'd like be like, yo mom, check this out, and like she wouldn't even fucking listen to it. Like, they wouldn't even pay attention. Like, they didn't know. So I didn't even have like my own home team of people being like, yo, like, I'm proud of you, right? So finally that's
the typical oldest child, oldest son.
Well, yeah, I'm an only child, so it's just like, you would think they'd pay attention. They were just so busy with their own shit, they never ever paid attention.
Yeah, I literally had the same experience with that. I'm the youngest one, right? And I did a lot of fucking activity and shit in my life, but my parents never like actually give a fuck about it.
Yeah, I became like a sponsored yo-yoer. Like, I'm like pretty, like, I don't want to sound vain, but I'm pretty famous in yo-yoing. Like, if you're into yo-yoing, like, you'd absolutely know who I am. Like,
my
mom would just be like, your little yo-yo thing. They would, they never knew. I was like, I'm trying to explain to you, like, this isn't like a little yo-yo thing. Like, I've made money from this. Like, I get free stuff for it. Like, this is big. Like, my videos get hundreds of thousands of views. I just, never pay attention. So having something now where people kind of appreciate it, and it doesn't make me feel like I've been toiling in an eternal darkness, getting just for nothing, right?
I wanted to ask you, have you ever thought of employing your yoing to your videos?
No, I don't know. It's kind of like, I really enjoy the Batman effect. Just so you guys know, I don't tell anyone in real life that I know that I do the Waifu Watchers stuff. Like, no one knows. Like, no one I went to high school with, or like the hundreds of people I've met throughout my life that like follow me on Instagram or friends me on Facebook. Like, none of them know I do this. Like, none of them know that like the Tate brothers DM me on Instagram. Like, it's like completely hidden. And I don't know, it's just it's kind of cooler to feel like, I don't know, I just like it that way. So
like Bruce Wayne by day, Waifu Watchers by night.
Yeah, it just kind of makes you feel cool, and also like going around and telling people about that stuff kind of makes it cringe, you know, where it's like, oh, look, Andrew Tate posted about me on his Instagram story. So the only people in real life that do know that I even do the Waifu Watcher stuff are people that recognized me and have seen my videos elsewhere. Like I'll have someone message me from like high school and they'd be like, oh my God, bro, like I know we haven't talked in 7 years, but like all my friends have seen your videos and like and like it took me a second and then I realized it was you, like what's up, which is pretty funny. But other than those, I've been completely quiet about it. And I'm kind of the same with the Waifu Watcher stuff and the yo-yoing, just because
yo-yoing, people IRL know you for yo-yoing, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of people in real life know me for yo-yoing, and then also it's just I don't know, I just think it's better to keep it separate. Like I don't really gain anything. I don't really gain anything by having it in like a Waifu Watchers video, even though it'd blow people's minds. It's just I don't know, dude. I've been yo-yoing for like 13 years, so like probably 12 or 13 years, like a lot. Like some of those years, just like 8 hours a day, every day. All I do is play with yo-yos, so I'm kind of burned out from that. It's kind of, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you.
You spend too long in a painting, you don't want to look at it.
Are you still like actively yo-yoing, or is that on the back burner at the moment?
Yeah, I still like I like do it to like come up with ideas, like, or just when like me and my friends are talking. I met all my best friends through yo-yoing, like even Kenny, I met him at a yo-yo club. I met everyone through yo-yoing. That was like probably the biggest part of my life, so I still pick them up and play with them, but it's not insanely big anymore.
So before you know, hanging out indoors all the time, you were going out for yo-yos most of the time, I guess. You know, yo-yo hangouts, clubs.
Yeah, there's a yo-yo club. That was only like, I think once a month, and then contests were only like, you know, once or twice a year, and then other than that, it's just sitting in your fucking bedroom yo-yoing, listening to music, staring at a wall. But
sounds more fucking demented than it should be.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, that's like the flames of suffering that you had to get through to get to now. You know, spend a lot of time just by yourself.
I mean, it paid out. You have a really loyal following.
Yeah, and I mean, I hope I can grow it. I hope I can keep making stuff that people enjoy. I just want to keep making stuff that, you know, people laugh at and think are funny, because a lot of people really like the stuff. They think it's pretty funny. And that's like, I'm, you know, like, wow, you know, I haven't made it yet, but it's like, I'm making it, you know, it's happening.
I was gonna say earlier, is like, why don't you have a yo-yo Waifu Watchers in the shop? I guess you don't want to, you know, after you said you don't want to, you know, mix them both, I guess I get why now.
Yeah, just keep it separate. I don't know, just like
what brought up the name Waifu Watchers? How did that happen?
Oh man, I don't even know how. That's crazy how like it's crazy to think that a name that isn't my own is like synonymous with me now, because everyone, like, you search Waifu Watchers on Reddit, like people talk about it, like people will say, like, we'll post on cringe stuff and be like, this is a certified Waifu Watchers moment, and like 100 people will upvote it. Like, it's crazy. Like it's like a I can't say household because it's on the internet, but it's like an internet VR household name now. I came up with it. I don't know. I was just kind of on microdosing the shrooms, and I was just thinking of like what I could do for money. And my initial idea was to make a TikTok account where I would go through like the power levels of everyone's waifus, and I just came up with Waifu Watchers. I don't know. I was just probably smoking weed,
and it just
buzzed off shrooms, and I was just
you were off the shrooms again, and you were like, yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, well, I was like, yeah, Waifu Watchers will be the thing, and then I made a video, and I was like, I guess I'll just upload it under this Waifu Watcher thing. That was it.
And it all clicked, and now you have the upside down McDonald's merch logo.
Yeah, now I got the upside down McDonald's logo. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have to change that one day, but for now we're good.
No, it's a good logo. I like it. It's a good.
Well, I'm a graphic designer. Well. Like I've designed like 100 logos in my life for, you know, actually getting paid. Yeah. It's just like I don't know, you know, like
the stickers are pretty decent as well. I like the stickers.
Yeah, those just came in the mail. They're insanely nice. They're like so high quality. I've like got the highest quality stickers I possibly could find. I'm like so excited to put
the draft sticker with the little Japanese bit in the middle. That looks really nice.
But yeah, that's an Asahi label, like Asahi the beer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So and you have the Marlboro Waifu Watchers.
I drank a hell of a lot of beer. Beer's definitely synonymous to even people that don't watch this stuff. I don't get drunk. I'm not like an alcoholic, but both my parents were alcoholics, so I've never been like a super into drinking. I don't like getting drunk, but I do enjoy
a good beer, a good Asahi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I'll drink like
I'm gonna guess you smoke Marlboro as well because of the other sticker.
No, we can't get those in Canada. We don't have them here.
You don't have Marlboro in Canada?
No.
I never knew that. I never knew
I think they have like a crappier version here called rooftops or something. Dude, tobacco is expensive. Like I couldn't even afford to smoke cigarettes if I wanted to, man. Like a pack of like good smokes here is like $25.
Because of the smoke tax, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's like $25, man. Like a pack of like chewing tobacco is like $3 a tin in some states. It's like $32 for a tin of chewing tobacco here.
Fucking smoking tax in Canada is bad.
Yeah, pretty much tax on everything's bad. Like one beer for me is like, because I drink tall boys. I don't know if you've seen the videos. I always have like a big,
I've seen them.
700 milliliter beers. Yeah, those things are like $5 a pop from the store. Jesus. If you want to go to a bar here, like a beer's like $10. If you want a pint at a bar, it's $10.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking inflation.
Yeah, dude, it's always been like that. It's only getting worse now, man. I'm gonna, I gotta, even though I'm be ducking these IRL girls, I really gotta lock down an American wife so I can move to the States soon.
I gotta find some femcel American wife.
That's your end plan, finding a American wife.
Yeah, but like just as like cover, I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's why I say it's a femcel. It's like an incel female.
Yeah, just find a chick that doesn't want anything to do with me but's down to marry me for my green card, and you know.
Yeah, find some fucking anime.
To me.
Yeah, find some fucking anime addicted female American, and you can just get her fucking green card, and you live separately. Even like you don't give a shit about each other.
Yeah, that'd be peak, but
that'd be
yeah, and I'll apply for my citizenship.
Okay, yeah, fuck Canada. Smokes for 25, Jesus.
But we are at almost an hour, so we're gonna take the usual break, and we'll be back in a few.
That sounds good.
All right.
Is the music okay? The music is done. Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Part 2, Twitter questions time. With Mr. Waifu Watchers. Let's see. Here we go. The Death of Fun. That's his name. At the Death of Fun.
All right.
Walk us through the construction of the perfect waifu, like Frankenstein parts, like fucking step by step.
That's a really good question. But I mean, the purist of me wants to say that is already perfect. But for the sake of the question, I'll assemble.
We're gonna have it a fucking Frankenstein. This is a really good question, but it needs science. There should be science behind it.
Yeah,
there has to be a science behind this question.
Konako might be the hottest. I think her body's already perfect. Konako's pretty fucking hot. I don't. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of her on my wall right now, and I'm like, damn, that's just not fair. Except I've never been the hugest fan of white-haired girls. So maybe we'll say we do Konako's body with
Taiga's hair.
Yeah, I do like Taiga's big hair, like how her hair makes her look even tinier and cuter. Maybe we'll say Konako's body, because Konako's got a little more titty than Konako for sure. I mean Taiga.
Konako has more tits. Yeah.
Taiga straight up, 2x4.
Taiga's hair is really nice though. Taiga's hair.
It's like the best detail. So I'll definitely throw the hair on her. And I like Sheena, like Mashiro Sheena's like dumbass face, like just socially dumb face. I think she's really good.
I think Sheena has the best face proportions out of the 3.
Oh, totally, yeah. So I'm definitely throwing Sheena as the face. I'll probably give her we'll do that. And instead of being a regular cat girl, we'll make her like Setsuna from Redo of Healer, kind of like a
she has the fucking paws. She has the little bead.
I don't think she has paws. I think she only has paws when she goes hammer mode. Oh, for her feet she has paws. Oh yeah, the beads are pretty cute.
Yeah,
but no, I just like the tail. I think her tail and the ears are pretty cool. So yeah, we'll say it's Konako's body with Sheena's face, and then Taiga's hair, and then maybe she's caked up because I know the Redo of Healer, whatever her name
gives her bigger asses, and
she's ass stacked for sure. So we'll throw in her ass, and then we'll give her like her tail and ears, and I think
and the feet and the like how the thighs connect to the fucking.
I do kind of like how the thighs look like tall socks. It is pretty good.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you ask me, Setsuna is probably one of the best looking characters. I think the eyebrows sell it to me. It's the lashes. It's the eyelashes that sell it to me. I really like this style, how it's like icy,
Yeah, I like the icy look. Yeah, so maybe she icy like that too. I'm looking at pictures of her right now. She mad icy. You totally want to Yeah. We get her iced up too. Her right now, she's cute. So hot. Love her. That show was good.
Yeah, that show was really good. The manga is good too.
Like the porn elements aside, like the show was just good. Like just peak revenge, man. I've never been so satisfied in my life just watching him totally torch all the people that cross him. I was like, yeah,
fuck that bitch, literally and metaphorically.
Exactly.
Fuck, fuck that bitch. All right,
I always put my videos to piss people off too. But yeah, next one.
There you have. That's your Frankenstein's lover, I guess, not monster.
Yeah, my Franken waifu. Just a complete bastardization.
The Franken one. I need someone to put that up together and see how bad it looks.
It's gonna look good.
I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's see. Thank you, Death of Fun. Next question by Flock Enjoyer. This is quite the question you added to the list, Oiled. The question says, by Flock Enjoyer says, how big is your ball?
My ball. It's just ball. How big is my ball?
There's no S. The question says, how big is your ball?
Singular ball.
So do you have one ball bigger than the other?
No. I'm straight proportion, double nutted up, and I'd say. I mean, I haven't looked at a lot of dudes' penises, so I don't really know what to gauge mine at. But I would think and assume they're pretty normal. I'd say the balls are about normal size.
Medium sized balls.
Yeah. We got medium sized balls for sure.
Medium sized balls sounds good to me. You know what? Sounds good to me. Okay, thank you, Flock Enjoyer. I hope you enjoyed your ball knowledge. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, there you go. Now you know. Add it to the wiki. When I get a wiki page one day, there's
probably a wiki page. There's probably already a wiki page.
Doesn't exist.
Okay, Flock Enjoyer. Okay, let's go next by Bruiser Kent.
Yep.
This is a follow-up. Basically, how big is your fucking pee-pee? He says. That's how he just said it. For inquiring minds.
Slightly above average.
Slightly above. That's above 6 inches. You heard it first. But just so you know, as he said, fuck real women. So it doesn't really matter.
This is just a thing I piss out of. Real girls with real problems.
Yeah, that's real problems. And don't want part of that.
Yeah, real girls come with insanely real problems, and I don't want none of that. Exactly.
The Archillian asks, thank you, Bruiser. The Archillian asks, what's it feel to be so based? You know, how does it feel to be so based, he says.
I never used to use that term too much, but now that like a lot of people just call me like the base king on the internet now. So it's kind of I don't know what it's like to be so based. You don't really, I don't know, I think in this context being based means just not really caring, and I don't know, just not.
You know, I think referring to the conversation we had earlier is it's like you're doing whatever the fuck you want and people are rooting for you, right?
Yeah, man, people on like I see hundreds of comments of people being like, I just wish I had his confidence, or people being like, if you know, like my life would be so much easier if I had this kind of confidence, or like I feel like a lot of people are really scared to admit to other people what they like, because you know it's really easy to buy into the social conformity thing where you don't really want to look like an outlier. But like everything I've always done have been like insanely outlier, like from the clothes I wear to like my truck takes up like 4 parking spots, so like it's like, you know, I even get weird looks just going to the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
So it's just something you gotta expose yourself to over time. You just gotta expose yourself to it over time. You just gotta get really comfortable with being uncomfortable and having everyone look at you. I used to go to grocery stores. I used to go to grocery stores with girlfriends, and we'd be in the aisle together, and it's like a joke. I would like grab onto their wrist, and I'd be like you were not getting that around people to like make them really uncomfortable. Like, and then like it was always like insanely funny. Like it was so hard to not stop yourself from laughing because people would just gasp. They'd like ought to be like, oh, I can't believe she's doing that. Because I'd be like, yo, like reach for those cookies. Then she'd reach on, just swat her hand out of the way, and I'd be like, no fucking way, no way, no way. And people would just be like, what the fuck? So I've always been just pouring the toxicity onto myself. And I mean,
it's fucking great though. It's great. It's fucking great. It's getting the jump on someone.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, the being based like that, it's anyone can do it, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's anything special to be. I mean, I don't know if it comes with less or more stress than being not based, but not really giving a fuck what random people who I don't care about think. Like I really value the opinions of the people close to me, but I mean, just like fucking strangers in the street that I know wouldn't like me anyways, like yeah, fuck them. Yeah. It's definitely a big...
You see, the thing is, well, thank you for the question, Acrylian, but the thing is, it's not about really being scared. scared or something because people assume big content creator. You have about 25,000, right?
Yeah. I got like 25K on Twitter, which is, I mean, it's not huge, but
yeah, no, but still, that's quite decent.
Yeah, in 3 months, 2 months.
People assume someone with somewhat of a follower base doesn't give a shit about support, but it really does mean a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, yeah, that's what definitely keeps me going. It's awesome when, I mean, yeah, I definitely have I don't give a fuck attitude, but I reply to every message. I've gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of messages, and I've replied to every single one. I've had a policy. It doesn't matter what kind of message. I've replied to every single message because you gotta let the people know that they appreciate it. If people just react to my Instagram story, like I'll message them and say thank you, just because it's just like, you know, everyone. if you're gonna be nice enough to send something my way, like, you know, I can send something your way too.
Yeah, no, see, this is the part that really plays effect to being a good content creator. Is like you give to people and they react to it, and you like to give again.
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah,
you know, it's just fun. I mean, it's just fun.
It's tough to say that, like, you know, if people wouldn't watch my stuff, I wouldn't make the videos anyways. But I mean, I made a video when no one knew who I was, and it went viral, right? So I mean, I still made it when no one gave a fuck who I was. So obviously, I'd still do it, but it's just way easier when you have.
It's and when you made it with no one giving a fuck, it's like it took effort, but now it feels effortless because you have support. You have people on your back saying, "Yo, this is good shit."
Yeah, definitely makes stuff a lot easier.
Yeah, fucking. Well, yeah. Once again, thank you, Acrylian, if I say that right. Let's go to the next question by Japanese name Zakaria. Zakaria 743361A. Is that right? 6168. Thank you very much. He asks, MILFs or lollies? And that goes back to our fucking poll.
Yeah, I think I mean, I voted lollies on that one. I just old ladies ain't really my thing, and I don't know, I like a little more, like, I mean, I've dated girls in my life that have been not racked up like a MILF, right? So it's just a little more familiar to me.
Yeah, I think it's the realistic part. Like,
yeah, it's a little more realistic too. It's way easier to imagine. Like, I mean, I literally dated a girl that looked just like Konako, like almost identical. I mean, her hair was even fucking dyed white.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what made me like Konako. I was like, damn, I miss her so much, and that's why you did. And then that was the last one, bro. That was the last girl. That was the one that was the straw that broke the whole thing. And I'm just like, man, I'm never talking to these bitches ever again.
No more women. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them all. God damn. That's it. Fuck. So how long have you been off the well thank you, Zachariah. Off hose. How long have you been off hose?
Probably like 2 years now, year and a half, 2 years, just kind of completely. I wasted a lot of my time and energy on girls, like in like high school and after high school. It was like all I did. Like, dude, pussy ruled everything around me. That's like all I was fucking anything I did, man. I got so jacked at the gym just to get more girls. I got so big. I went from being like 130 pounds to like 190, like 185. Like, I completely blew up. Everyone thought I was on steroids just because I wanted to, like, you know, get even more girls to like me. Dude, it's all I fucking did. It's all I cared about. And then, yeah, no, this shit fucking tired me out. My hair started turning gray at 19 because I had so many bitch problems, man. So I just at this point, I just completely checked out. I'm like, man, whatever. Any of the ones you waste your time with right now anyways aren't even the ones you're going to be with forever anyways, you know? Like, when that one comes around, you'll know. But, you know,
fuck these temporarios, yeah?
Yeah, I've had too many temps, and it's just like when you realize the time investment and like what else I could have been doing. Like, I'm doing this Waifu Watchers stuff now, but I mean, you know, if I wasn't so caught up with that shit, I could be 4 years ahead of where I'm at.
I mean, still, like, it's the journey that counts.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it would have. It would have
turned out different if all that didn't happen.
Yeah, you're right. That is usually how I look at it. But I mean, just for advice for other people, it's like, you know,
it's like, fuck temps, go for the long run.
I did. That is, you know, toiling in the endless girls was probably kind of what's contributed to my, like, you know, quote unquote Chad persona. That's what everyone else says, right? Like, that's kind of like everyone's like, the god Chad, like, how is he so cool? And like, I probably did amass a lot of that quote unquote coolness from kind of just, you know, chasing girls and hanging out with chicks way too much. But yeah,
chasing hoes made you fucking into the being you currently are. You've transcended humanity. You're a fucking pure degenerate.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. Well, back then too, I don't know, you know, you can really change a lot about yourself to make other people like you, and you become pretty inauthentic. And I think I was a pretty inauthentic version of myself for a really long time. I think it took, you know, getting in all of this stuff and finally giving up on that shit and just moving on to, you know, focusing on yourself is what really, just some straight Cobra Tate mindset, you know. These hoes keep you down. they don't want to see you grow.
The thing is, people who do content like you do are most of the time socially awkward.
Yeah, I've never had the opposite. I've been like, people are always like stunned. Like I've had people like call me a murderer because I'm like insanely charismatic, and in social situations I can navigate pretty easily. Like I'm like, I get along with everyone. Like people get like weirded out when I'm talking to like drive-through people because they're like, oh, like you're hilarious. Like we threw in an extra like, you know, Timbit for you or whatever. I've always had, but that's because I spent like that like 10 years. All I did was fucking hang out with chicks and you know, want to impress chicks, want to hang out with the popular kids at school and stuff. So like I had a ridiculous amount of time in the pot, and then I went straight, you know, recluse, and then I think graduated high school graduation time, and then just never hung out with anyone, never had any friends. Just got like my 5 really good friends, and then spend the rest of my time doing the stuff I enjoy doing.
The thing is, people in the fucking degenerate section of the internet, if they see one socially capable person, they will fucking flock around that person. That's what happens. That's usually what happens. Because with all due respect, 60, 70, 80% of the degenerates online are fucking socially inept. They cannot function, right?
Yeah, which I mean, honestly, there's nothing really wrong with that, because you just end up, you know, doing what you like. Because I mean, I've lived on the opposite of that spectrum, and I've lived on, you know, that side too. And you know, this side, obviously, as I mature and become more of an adult, obviously this side is, you know, way better. Just kind of sticking to yourself, doing what you enjoy. Because like I said, I waste so much energy and time trying to impress people that, you know, just never gave a fuck about me, or just, you know, it's like the IRL version of clout chasing. It kills you over time and turns you into an unlikable, fat, you know, alcoholic.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, I mean, at least you're fucking on the rise now, which is fucking amazing.
I hope so. I mean, I can't, you never know, knock on wood, but the trajectory looks good from what we're seeing so far. We'll see if we can
hopefully to the stars, my friend, to the stars. Because you do God's work here, and I really love your content.
Thank you. That means a lot.
And many people do as well. And I genuinely wish for this to reach greatness, because 25,000 is not justifiable. You need more. You deserve more.
Yeah, sometimes I trip out about that, but also then I realize that I've only like seriously been doing this for like 3 months max.
Yeah.
Like
but still, 25,000 is a good number. 25,000 is a good number.
I never really cared about the followers too much, because like my whole thing, like at the beginning I would upload my videos and tell other people to upload them, because like I don't even really care. My goal was to become property of the internet, right? So like it doesn't matter who uploads my video or where it's uploaded, like people just know the guy in it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're getting to now. Like lots of people on Reddit re-upload my stuff, and then like, you know, they get all their whatever they want. Or like my first video that blew up, someone else re-uploaded to Twitter, and then it got like 3 million views. And then that's kind of like the best case scenario, where it's like, you know, you don't need an account attached to any of the content for people to like find it, re-upload it, know who it is. That's the true goal.
But it's still nice to have a direct contact, you know, like actually dealing with the person in question.
Yeah, but Sam Hyde, I've always been a big fan of Sam Hyde, and the thing is, he always had his accounts banned and always had to make new ones and start from scratch, and then he makes a new one and starts from scratch, and it's like boom, 50K, you know? That's like the GOAT. That's where I want to get to.
Sam Hyde is a god amongst men. I love that guy. I love Sam Hyde.
Yeah, we've always been big Sam guys in my house. I think that's a lot of where kind of like my humor direction and willingness to piss people off comes from.
No, Sam Hyde has the best videos known to man. I love that guy.
Yeah, no, definitely one of the best of all time.
Yeah. Anywho, we have gone for about an hour and a few. So before we start closing and all, I would like to ask you for some shout out.
Yeah.
Do you have
for
people
me?
you wanna? Yeah. You go ahead. Anyone you wanna shout out or anything?
I don't know. Shouts out to waifus. Shouts out to, you know, all the girls I wasted my time dating to get to this point where I'm just completely jaded and not interested at all. No, I'm kidding. Those are both jokes. I don't have any shoutouts. There's nothing.
Alright, shoutouts to waifuswatchers.com. Go check that site out and order a fucking high quality shirt.
Yeah, the right now the sales are closed, but I'll have another big drop in like 2 months when I come up with some more designs. But there's not much to shout out. Just the shrooms, obviously, doing.
Hell yeah! Shout out to moving from Canada, Timbit.
Yeah. Shout out to my future monogamous but also platonic future wife for my green card. Shout out to her wherever you are.
Shout out to you, American asexual.
Yeah, I can't wait to get married and never talk to you.
Do you have any closing words?
My only closing words are I don't know. Keep doing what you gotta do, I guess, for everyone out there. You know, don't waste your time doing stuff that doesn't make you happy.
Hell yeah.
You gotta spend time in the darkness to get to the light, you know? I spent 12 years making shit that no one gave a fuck about, and now, you know, you never know when it's gonna pay off. Some people have it pay off after 2 years, some people have it pay off after 12, so never give up. That's all I can say.
It's all about the journey, my friends.
Yeah, I guess it's all about the journey. Wouldn't change anything for the world. And also, if you're ever feeling down on yourself and you just don't know what you need to do, you just rewatch Toradora and you just look at how much of a Chad Ryuji is, and then you just compare yourself and figure out why you're nothing like him, and then you just work on those parts every day. You just gotta
go watch Bunny Girl again. Sakuto.
I'm gonna straight up get a tattoo on my fist and it says WWRD. What would Ryuji do? Just put that on my fist so I can just always fucking remember in any situation.
Yeah, what would Ryuji do? Punch that shit out.
Yeah, he would definitely wake up early to make that cute girl breakfast and take care of him and be such a selfless Chad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Alright, Shiro, start closing. Go.
Thank you all. Thank you, Chase, Waifu Watcher. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate the invite, man.
I really enjoyed this episode. Thank you for showing up. No, really. Thank you for listening. Oiled?
What's up?
Don't you want to say thank you, dumb shit?
No, yeah, sure. Thank you for listening, Chase. Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure having you. And fucking I'll see you guys on the next episode. So yeah, bye-bye.
All right, ciao.
Bye, guys.